Good morning, my lovely T'Chakas. I'm so excited about what came in today. I can't believe how long it takes to get stuff now, and actually supply concerns should be your concern. But anyway, I'm happy. It's here, and I'm going to unbox it with you, and we're going to see if it's as I hoped it would be. Here it is. Let's see what it looks like. Get a little coffee. Get ready to go out again. Putting in some shallots. I'm going to be putting in some shallots, some onions in the high tunnel, and then I'll probably pull some blueberries and get them outside and replace them. We're going to be replacing them with mulberry and figs, so that'd be pretty cool. And a quick question, see that right there? You like that knife? That's a Blade Tech. Well, Tim Wegner had this specially made for me, and I was just curious if any of you would like a Blade Tech blade like this with the 5 acres and a moose insignia. Let me know. Mention in the comments. If there's enough interest, we might just get this going. Okay? These blades from Blade Tech, by the way, are phenomenal. Sharp. Most importantly, easy to resharpen. Here we go. Too cool. Now, voila, here it is. Let's see how this looks. It's from Council Tool, and I have run a number of Council Tool products over the years, and when I was the outdoor columnist for the Times of San Mateo County back in the San Francisco Bay Area back in the 90s, Council Tools sent me a double-edged axe, Michigan style axe, and they also sent me a hookaroon or pickaroon, depending on how you want to call it. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So let me get this off of here, and then we'll do the review. But then we'll do a real review, because the only way you can review a product like this is in the field. So here's the Jersey axe style. Put that away. Again, if you're interested, make a comment now. Be sure to comment if you would be interested in a. This is the small. I like using this as my EDC. Small, easy to carry, very efficient. I've used this more than the larger one. Larger one I'll use for hunting. Notice orange. Don't have to be a super ninja, especially when you go on to try and find this when it falls down when you're out in the woods. It's a lot easier to see this than black. Okay, so look at that. It's the Jersey style axe head, huh? Reasonably sharp. Sharp enough to, sharp enough to scrape a nail. There you go. That's pretty sharp. So why did I get this? I've got lots of axes. I'll show you the other axes later. But this is going to be my new felling axe. And when I say felling axe, it's actually will be my logging axe. This is the Council Tool 36-inch sport utility straight handle Jersey, and that's the key thing about this. It's a straight handle. Why a straight handle? The curved handle is for more when I'm using it for cutting or for splitting. I got this one because if I need to cut, I've got that kind of edge right there. Jersey style. The Jersey head is actually a phenomenal design. I would have preferred the bevel. They don't offer it in this axe specifically, but it's got like what, a 5-inch edge. But more importantly, the back of that is a little bit more weight for me to drive wedges when I'm driving wedges when I'm cutting a tree down. So, and I've been reminded, because I don't like using wedges. Once you start using wedges, you've got to do different kind of cutting and all that kind of stuff. I'm always chopping off the points, the front edge of my wedges. It's just a hassle. So I just like to try and do a really good cut where the tree just falls on its own, right? So just do it right. But the bigger the tree, it's a lot safer to be using edges. So using that for hammering in wedges, and remember, this is not a wood splitting sledge. This is an axe, and so you never use axes to drive metal, right? Specifically, I'm driving plastic wedges. This is not a maul. Maul, you can use it for hammering steel wedges if you're splitting rounds. But if you're going to do a plastic wedge to help with your tree cutting, then you want to have this is the one to use. And the main reason, and that's the reason of this handle. So that's the reason I'm excited, is really the handle, because when you're swinging it, it's a lot easier to use this type of handle, which is also on the double-edged handles compared to most of the single edge, but it's a double edge, right? But here, this is the kind of axe to be driving plastic wedges when you're cutting a tree down. So that's why I'm real excited about this. I'll do a proper review soon, but if you recognize this for what it is, as a great logger's axe for driving wedges, cutting notches if you need to get a quick notch out, etc. What I will do is I will get the finish off. I'll just scrape it off with a blade. Just scrape it all off. And then I'll burn it. And then I'll apply oil. And then I'll apply a little bit of friction wax here on the bottom. This will all be smooth so I can slide when I'm cutting or pounding. And you'll see it in the field. Maybe even Thursday or Friday. Because I've been burning wood again in the summer when it's supposed to be in the 80s to 90s. Not this year again. Not good for growing stuff. But anyway, thought you'd like to check this out. This is pretty cool. If you don't want to wait for the review, you recognize for what it is, for what kind of axe it is, and what you could use it for. If you cut your own trees down on your homestead, I got a link for you down below, and you can get your own. So, till next time, hasta el otro lado. See you on the other side. Good luck, be safe.